In this video, I'm going to walk you through how to use a seam ripper. It's not difficult, it's just nice to know exactly how to use the tool that you've been provided with. And a seam ripper is just something that has if you look closely, a relatively sharp blade in the middle side of this little housing section right here, that little semicircle. You can see it kind of bevel into the blade right there. There is a wax-coated rubber stopper, usually to keep you from cutting more fabric or stitches than you had intended to. And this little section right here on the very tip or blade of your seam ripper helps kind of get your thread where you want it on the seam ripper. So in order to pop these stitches, so say that I like the row of stitching that I had done here, but I wanted to redo these stitches because they're not the quality I was wanting. I'm going to begin by looking to see if I can lift and see the stitch individually. I'm going to take my seam ripper. Let me see if I can get this to focus over. There it goes. I'm going to take my seam ripper, slide it underneath just that stitch, and you'll see that when I slide it down the blade, that blade will just cut through that felt. And usually just one or two pop stitches is enough to remove many. So you don't have to pop every single stitch if that's what you're trying to accomplish. Just as many as you need to loosen the thread. See how I'm like right up in that? And I go forward and that pops a stitch. Now I've popped my stitches off. I want to go back and remove all of this frayed, displaced thread that is no longer serving a purpose. And I'm not going to cut any thread that is not related. This is a whole separate set of stitches from this. And it looks like a fresh edge. I can go and sew back over that and it look exactly perfect again. And that is how you use a seam ripper.